Today I come to you and I ask and I beg, as rates are higher, please, please have a plan. Yes, this is my conversation with you today. I'm going to go over several different articles that are going to prove that some people are not listening or they're just not able or capable of doing it. If you are not a homeowner, and this is just my opinion, if you're not a homeowner or you don't have a plan to buy a home, you are putting at risk your wealth as well as the wealth of the future of your kids or your loved ones or anybody else. It is going to, in my humble opinion, it's coming down to the wealth of your families are all about whether you own a house and whether you make the smart moves. Guys, welcome. My name is Troy, and this is Real Estate Daily. Every day we go over the latest news in real estate, housing, and the mortgage markets. And today I'm going to show you what hell some of you are going through. Now, before we jump into it, do me a favor. Below, I have a buyer's guide. It is a guide in which that can help you put a plan together, make the whole process easier buying a home and what to expect. So that's something you can read while we're in a very high rate environment, but they will not last that long. They will not last forever, those high rates. We're going to go have a conversation about it. Now, let's jump right into this. This is from CNBC today. It is actually it's from yesterday, late yesterday, about 5 o'clock. It says the 5 U.S. metro areas with the highest single family rents, 3 are in California. There is no question that California is expensive. Now, I keep saying that this is something that you need to be aware of. If you're in areas where it's high rent, you have to make a decision. Do I want to go in an area where smaller rent? Do I want to cut back on what I eat out? Or do I want to cut back on all these different things? No, what I want to do is come up with a plan so I can make sure that somewhere in the future I can own a home and not just live paycheck to paycheck or be just simply comfortable. Because just as life's ups and downs go, so is your pocketbook. It goes up and down. When you're happy and fat and happy, they call it, quote unquote, then everything's going fine. And if you're not having an eye on your future, because everything is like a roller coaster, goes up and down. So let's just take a look at this. In the Los Angeles area, Long Beach, California, and Anaheim is almost $5,000 in rent a month on an average. Insanity. Look at Carlsbad in San Diego, $4,862. This is just crazy stuff in my mind. This is all in Southern California. So being in Southern California, you're going to average rent is about $5,000. This is crazy. This is family monthly rents during the second quarter of 2023. Now, San Jose, California, Sunnyvale, Santa Clara, about $4,629. So you can see that these are just crazy, crazy things that people are spending money on. Sometimes if you can work remote, it doesn't have to have all the bling. Let's get into a place that's a little bit smaller, more economic, cut down on your budget and then save for that house, because that house is going to be your savior for most people in the United States. That's been their savior. That's been their nest egg. And that's what has got past their retirement. All right, let's jump into the next one. This is a Kobesi letter. We continue to go with this. It's on Twitter. I love the Kobesi letter, but it scares me every time I go on here. This whole Bidenomics who keep saying, oh, look at the Bidenomics is doing this, is doing that. Come on, guys. It's ridiculous. Yesterday, we saw total credit card debt hit $1 trillion. The highest of all time. Now today they're coming out, says delinquency rates on credit card loans from small lenders are now at an all-time high of 7.1%. That's 6% above 2008, up sharply 3.8% from 2022. This is not good. This is not good. This is where we're starting to see all these cracks. These banks are falling apart. We saw some of the worst banking collapses ever in the last 6 months, and we're starting to see them happen again. And the Fed keeps raising rates. And then we see the ridiculousness of the U.S. federal government can't stop spending, yet they're going to pay for the first time ever $1 trillion Let me say that again, $1 trillion in interest payments. And then they wonder why the Fitch U.S. credit downgrade. So they downgraded the U.S. debt. Say that they're saying from a AAA to a AA to a AA plus. Guys, that the U.S. continues to be on that line of faltering all the time because they can't stop spending money. And if anyone out there thinks that that was a good idea who you voted for last time, well, then think about it again, because they're going to put us in a position where we're going to be a third world country, and we're heading towards it right now. There is no question about it. There's no question about it. So if we turn on the printers, which I predict we're going to do, we're going to see inflation go right back up, but we're also going to see wealth come back in the markets. But who ultimately always, whether it's a down market like this or an up market with printing money and having quantitative easing, who always is the winner? It's the rich, over and over and over. It doesn't matter what a politician says out of his mouth. The rich aren't going bankrupt, guys. There is no question about it. You show me a rich guy who went bankrupt, I'll show you guys a degenerate in the casino or a degenerate gambler online on sports betting. Outside of that, you don't hear about them going broke, right? They're always knowing what is best for them and how to make money. All right, on to the next one. To my girlfriend, Diana Olick. How you doing, hon? If I see her face, it's a negative. So this is I've been saying it out for months and months. If you see a real estate article and it has Diana Olick's face right in front, it's a negative article. But when it's a positive article, you don't see her because negative articles sell. Foreign buyers of U.S. homes fall to lowest level on record. Again, why? Why are they not buying U.S. homes? Because there's no homes to buy. The inventory is not there, right? It's just that's how it is. Okay, nobody wants to get out of a 2 or 3%, interest rate on their home. Okay, and the population continues to grow. How many people hemorrhage over the border? Look at we just went over rents. This is why there's an enormous amount of homeless population. It keeps growing like crazy. And so it's bringing down a lot of the wealth in the United States. The government here in California runs in a deficit, and they received hundreds of millions of dollars, when the new president took over, just for free money because they mismanaged the whole money when they had it. We've seen more fraud, but this is why homeless is just coming into the United States. They're really dragging down some of the bigger cities, especially in the blue states. They are just collapsing all around, and there's nothing you can do because there's a self-inflicted wound. All right, guys, let's jump right into the rates. Yesterday wasn't very good. We saw it go up about 5 basis points to about 6.93 on conventional. We went to FHA, it went up about the same. It's at 6.82, 83 really. And jumbo went up about 9 basis points. It's fluctuated like crazy out there. Everyone again is still anticipating another rate hike, and that's not good. That is not good. We're not going to see a Fed meeting until September. And with that being said, it's going to be hell for the next month and a half. No question about it. Even though you keep hearing all these little tidbits. Oh, the economy's getting better. Oh, CPI is going down. Oh, this, oh, that. No, the market continues to bank on the Fed not stopping, raising interest rates. There's no question. And how do we know that? These interest rates will always give you the indicator of where we're going. Well, guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. I am the truth of what people want to hear, and if you don't want to hear it, go down below. Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear that. All right, you guys take care, and I will see you tomorrow.